There's been a pretty big delay in me pushing out more videos or really doing anything with this channel. Uh, it's not quite intentional. I'm sure if you guys have been around for a minute, you know that this happens pretty frequently, actually. This time, I've been working quite extensive hours for one, and that's definitely slowing up my time and willpower to play video games or do anything else. Now, in addition to that, I ran into an interesting scenario. A good buddy of mine from, previous duty station reached out to me. He's having a hard time and he wanted a place to stay and hopefully instill some better habits. So I decided, sure, no problem. And I've been doing that for about 3 weeks. So that's definitely in the realm of time consuming as well, is trying to make sure that he's doing the right thing and keeping high spirits and all that kind of good stuff. Coming home to that immediately after work is not exactly the most ideal thing, but it's part of the game. I'm a pretty big believer in doing your best for people no matter what it is, and no matter how inconvenient it might be for you sometimes. Additionally, I have another friend of mine that I served with a couple years ago, actually, and he's kind of got this a similar issue. He asked about staying with me and getting some assistance with training and nutrition and motivation and all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, it's gonna put a lot of people in my house, quite frankly. But like I said, I do try to do my best and I believe in it. And one thing I like to look at when I am getting tired of this endeavor, if you will, is Galatians 6:9. If you guys are Christians or Bible readers at any point, you've probably heard it. Yes, let us not become weary in doing good, right? For at the proper time we will reap and harvest, if we do not give up. Now, I'm not too worried about rewards at the end when it comes to this stuff, but I do believe in not getting weary for doing good. And that's what I'm working on here, is just doing the right thing and being of use. What does trouble me, and I've voiced this before, not to any of you, but in my life, is, this isn't the first time, I guess you could say, that I've had to assist other people through difficult times in their lives and be there for them. And any time that I found difficulty in my life, I have found myself not having that. So that's definitely unfortunate, and I'm not sure of the justification behind it, but that's just kind of how it goes, right? I think it's just luck of the draw kind of thing. But I have to find myself sometimes not feeling too happy about that, and I have to put a little extra effort, and not being upset. Now, anyway, bullshit aside, so aside from work and that, I'm also trying to look at competitive events to participate in, just for motivation's sake, something to do, a reason to do it. And I'm also about to start back working on school and some more credentials that I want, so that's going to be quite time consuming as well. So I don't know, I would like to do more here, but I'm trying to find the way to do it. One thing I do really want to do is to showcase some of the classes I've developed regarding exercise science, nutrition, and overall optimizing yourself as a tactical athlete. And I think that's critical, and a lot of people unfortunately don't know how to do that, right? You see in the military, there's a lot of just nonsense, terribly inefficient training that leads to serious injuries, medical discharge, etc. And no one seems to care about that. I would like to provide some knowledge that showcases how to avoid that nonsense. So that's something I'd like to do here pretty soon, hopefully. I think it'll be boring because it is PowerPoint. I don't really have much of a better way right now to give you those classes. It'll be in a similar style to my previous classes I've put out years ago at this point. Those are still uploaded though if you find yourself curious. They're almost entirely based around nutrition. So that might be worth your time if you're into that idea. But aside from that, long story short, it's just been busy. I'm probably going to continue to be busy. But I'll try to see if I can make some more time to push things out and, I don't know, provide some value, some entertainment to some degree. It's about all I can offer, you know, knowledge and minuscule entertainment. I can offer a lot of knowledge, that I can do. Entertainment, hit or miss. That really depends on your sense of humor and how much you want to listen to a very monotone individual speak to you. But I'll see what I can manage, right? And hopefully things will go well and I'll have more time here at some point in my life. I would like to document the training for these competitions. I think that'd be super useful. But, you know, I don't know. Like I said before, I'll be damned if I'm going to be the guy with a tripod in the gym. And I also don't have a camera crew following me around like you see with some of these influencer dorks. So, kind of tough on how to figure out how to solve that problem. But if you do have any ideas, I'm very open to hearing them. Very open. Just right now, I don't currently have a solution. But aside from all that, that's about all I got for you for now. I hope that provides a reasonable update and justification for why I'm taking months between uploads. As I'm sure you notice, I'll take months and then I'll bump a bunch of stuff out and then it's months again. It's endless. I don't want it to always be that way, but it's going to be that way for a little while. If you have anything you want to see, let me know and I'll try to get that pushed out soon. That's about it for now. See ya.